Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is going to be a look at the messages from the universe, your spirit guides, the universe, God, whatever your beliefs are. Everybody, of course, has their own beliefs, but we're going to see what they have to say to you. If you are looking for a confirmation, guidance, a sign, this is definitely going to be one of those readings where we're going to see what they have to say to you. So if you're interested, stick around. Also, if you're new, welcome. My name is Crystal. We do tarot readings over here. So if you would like to see more of my readings, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you would like a personal reading after viewing this, or just you need guidance because this is general, check out the description box. My website will be listed there, also listed with all my other social media handles, so that you can go ahead and follow me, book a session and all that stuff, okay? And let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about, Libras, is your financial standing. Everybody's financial standing is kind of shaky during this time frame. Some people not as shaky, and some people may be thriving during this time, and other people not as much. But I just want to kind of look at the messages that can give us some hope and some sort of direction in regards to that, okay? So let's see. So what is the message for my Libras? Okay. When it comes to finances. So the card fell immediately and it says, I can create both money and time to enjoy it. Interesting. This is already prolific in the first sentence. I can create both money and the time to enjoy it. So this is already talking about how people associate basically spending up all your time or investing so much time into working is what's going to equate to money, which is actually wrong. There's people who don't work at all and they make thousands of dollars in one day versus people who have to work and slave and then don't make as much. So that's why that rule doesn't make any sense, okay? Time and money do not equate because you can literally lessen the amount of time it takes to make money and make more money. But it says, many of you tell us that you are so busy making your money that you don't have time to enjoy it. For when you rely on your action to create, often you are too tired to even enjoy creation. Listen to that. When you are too busy, like you're tired, basically you're exhausted and you're stressed out because you have to constantly create, that you don't even have the time to enjoy it. So then it just becomes a situation where you're just dreading your own life at that point. It says, once you not only understand that the power of your thought, but deliberately direct this powerful tool in the direction of things that you desire, then you will discover that the action part of your life is the way that you enjoy what you have created through your thought, which is very true. So yes, this is understanding your ability to, again, control your thoughts and understanding self and what you're, capable of and how exactly you can leverage your time to make more money without having to manually work. So how can you do that? Some of you need to find ways to kind of invest in side hustles. I always say stocks are a good way to make residual income. And this channel, we talk about finances a lot because I like to tie in tarot and just day-to-day life and make it realistic. This channel is not a butterfly and, oh, you have to, like, it's not one of those channels. This channel is very real. We handle real life situations. So when we're talking about this is us needing to find ways to leverage our time better. Even if it's cutting out Netflix and taking more time to do research to make more money in the future. It doesn't have to be like an immediate, okay, let me just do this right now because I know it's going to make me. No, investing yourself by investing in your time and using it wisely. Okay. But let's see what else comes out. Libras, what other messages are coming through from the universe for my Libras? We have listen only to love, and it says don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So yeah, some of you may be having some erratic thoughts that may be making you fearful when it comes to being successful. You may have been wanting to do something for a while now, go towards a more profitable career, or leave a relationship that may have been not as good. And the fear of what you may be lacking is what's keeping you from actually being happy. And that's usually the problem with a lot of people. It's the fear of, okay, well, what if? what if this doesn't go right? Well, what if this doesn't benefit me? And it is good to have a dose of pessimistic is, I don't know, being a little pessimistic. Basically, there is a good thing about that, but you don't want to operate. There's a difference when you're pessimistic a little bit and you're able to look at both sides of the coin and understand the risk is one thing, but then when you operate your whole entire life out of fear, you will never go anywhere. Because if you are always in fear, imagine if you're somebody who's always in fear of death. You're always going to be making actions not based off of what you truly want to do, but because fear is making you move. So if you moving out of fear, you're not moving out of, love and light. You're moving out of, I'm scared. Okay. And that's not how you want to move in life. So some of you do need to shift that fear of, okay, what if I actually get into another relationship and I get my heart broken? Well, you should trust yourself enough to make better decisions in partners. Instead of fearing, trust yourself. Trust the universe. We also have divine guidance. It says the ideas you are receiving are heaven sent answers to your prayers. So if you've been receiving any sort of ideas, if you have been, new project. If you've been receiving some sort of inspiration to do something new, that's you being divinely guided to do so. Make sure you're doing it correctly, though, of course. Libras, what angel messages or messages from the universe are coming through for them? Let's see. Okay, we have dreams. We have children. We have harmony. And we have serenity that came through. So right off the bat, some of you will be actually receiving a lot of intuitive guidance through your dreams. So definitely keep a dream journal. I always tell you guys that. You should always keep a dream journal so that you can keep log of exactly what messages come through. Okay. Another thing, some of you, when it comes to just your aspirations and your goals, there's a need for you to make sure that you're not getting lazy. Okay. Sometimes when we get a little glimpse of success, we get a little lazy, we slack a little bit. And for some of you, this is just a little taste of the success that's ahead of you. So if you are, finding yourself to be a little bit more successful than you may have hoped, that you may have believed a while ago, right now is not the time to slow up. Definitely use that as a way for you to continue taking off. Okay. And for some of you, you may need to kind of sit down and think about what your dreams may be. What is actually something that you want to accomplish in life? Something that makes you feel like, that you've done the best that you can on this existence, this plane, and left your mark, whatever that may be, and get in tune with that. Because some of you may have not really found that piece of you yet, because you could be a little bit younger and still, learning more and more about yourself. Some of you, again, I'm getting this energy of some of you having children with somebody specifically, right? And that relationship not being the best, okay? It may be a little borderline toxic for some of you. There may be some issues with arguments, or you and your partner just not really understanding each other. And just for the sake of your children, if you guys are living in a household where there's just again, a lot going on, there may be a need for you to take in consideration of the children you guys may have, whether that's working on the communication or just calling it quits. All right. But there's definitely a need for a peaceful home environment when it comes to your children. For some of you, others of you, you could have a partner that's acting kind of childish, and some of you could be actually the one acting childish, but there's a need for you to also think about whether or not that's worth it. In certain cases, or just in general, when it comes to love, if you love somebody, you don't want to continue the pettiness and the childishness, because all that does is drive a wedge between you and that individual. It doesn't bring you guys closer. It just kind of, makes things difficult and complicated. But I think I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much, Libras, for watching this. I hope you were able to take something from this reading. If you did, make sure you thumbs this video up. Make sure you subscribe. If you would like a personal, make sure you also check out my description box so that you can go ahead and get you a session. And also take advantage of the 20% off so that you can go ahead and get you a reading as well. And yes, I will see each and every one of my Libras in the next one. Bye.